Yeah, let's see what this FAZE situation is.
For detail, I know a lot of people are saying you're milking this, just tell us already, just tell us already. This is a decade-long problem, man, with a lot of legal shit around it. So now it's turned into multiple problems. It's not just the initial problem I had in the beginning. It's a lot deeper than that. And yes, I'm going to say this now because they're probably going to try to say, well, he's only doing this because we owe him money and he's mad. They do owe me money, yes, and they haven't taken care of me, yes. And the money that I bought the Counter-Strike team for, it took them 6 months to pay me
Rough.
back, yes. I never got a dollar or a brand deal, yes. That's all. They're going to say that. And that
That was a lot.
frustrates mine, but I obviously
Jesus.
held that in for years. I held that frustration in for years, and it was never the reason that I was going to do this or speak publicly. Because if they just owed me money, I would have handled it a different way. This is a lot deeper than that, and a lot of my brothers don't see the actual issue here. They are being taken advantage of. I have to be careful with what I say. For detail, I know a lot of people are...
So is the whole thing... Wait, is the drama he thinks FaZe Clan's taking advantage of its creators? Because, yeah, like, that much is obvious to someone who's not even in FaZe Clan. It just seems like they get used. Hey, what's up, Sweat? I've seen you've been enjoying the new season of Destiny. Thanks to Tier 1 Simp and the resub Pure Win, King, and you synced. So is that the whole thing? Because if so, that's pretty underwhelming. I thought there was going to be like a really juicy expose on FaZe, but if it's just FaZe doesn't really care about the creators, they're misguided. It's like, yeah, I mean, we've known that. There have been many examples of them not being in the right mentality for their creators. Is your resub Slapchop and the Prime JMR and Benab. Alright, I'll
care
out
about
the second
how
part.
it just opened up so many doors for a lot of people for different things. I think it's beautiful, and I want it to always mean that. I don't want these people to come in and ruin the brand that I sacrificed my childhood for. I don't want people to come in and just milk it and do collab after collab that do bad, by the way, but it's just like they think the logo has a fan base. Like the logo is a person. Everyone's like, oh my god, I can't wait to see the logo.
True.
No, the logo represents a collection of people that make people feel a certain way. That's what the logo was. Like, they don't get this shit. They're not from our world. They don't consume our content. They don't feel the same way we feel. They don't really care about our fans. They're numbers to them. I've met... How many fucking fans have I met in my life? I don't even fucking know. Since I was 15 years old, I met my first fan. I meet them all the time. I love you guys. I see you guys in person. Any person that's ever met me in real life, tell them how I've treated you. For real. I love my
So you're just
fans.
tired
You
of
know I
like
do.
the out of touch
And all my
suits at
fans end up
FaZe?
being the creators or the fans, right? They end up being consumers and they end up supporting FaZe and all these brands. But they don't even know who they're supporting at this point. Like, people support it thinking that you're helping out your creator, but you're not. You know, you think like even when you guys buy like the Batman comic, you think I'm getting a dollar from that even my face is on that? No. It's like...
I feel like most people know that though, right? Well, I mean, I guess FaZe Clan's in a different situation where a lot of the fans are super young. But yeah, I mean, when you're buying the comic book that has, Banks on it, Jev, whoever was in the Batman Cross FaZe comic book, those creators aren't seeing shit from that. That just goes right to the company. It's just a corporate thing. They don't see shit. They just use their likeness. It's part of their contract. This isn't really like eye-opening stuff. Do I agree with it? No. Like, I think that's scummy. I completely agree, but that's how, like, almost every esports org is. Ours isn't, before anyone asks. They can do whatever brand deals they want. We don't force them to do that shit, and they keep 100% of it. That's entirely whatever they want to do. But that's not the norm in the industry. Thanks, the resub Chief and the Tier 1 Nate. The resub Simon, Infamous, and Danny Phantom. Have you been enjoying Divine Knockout, Dankin? I've seen a lot of people really liking it. I haven't tried it yet. As you ship out of context, it sounds shady as fuck. Even with the context, I think it's shady. I said this from day one. I think a lot of esports orgs are very shady. I think a lot of what they do is suboptimal. Just because it's the norm doesn't mean it's like cool or good. Thanks to the resub Shep in Peak. How does Moist Esports make money then? For the millionth time, it doesn't. Eventually it will, though. Through merch or, like, in-game items like Rocket League skin and shit. But we're not there yet. But eventually. Look into the reporter death in Qatar. Yeah, it's something I'll probably do, like, on my own, not on stream. That's not exactly a goofy topic. That's just a really sad one.